Okay, I got a little mad this morning. I tried to unscrew this thing. This is a 2013 Toyota Corolla 1.8 motor, and up inside, it's got one of these kind of oil filters on it. And this thing, the oil filter goes in here, and it screws into the car. I left the metal piece on there to show something, but I wanted to show a little something first. This is where the oil filter goes, and this little metal thing just pressure fits into this little hole right here. And what it does, it keeps the thing from unscrewing if it comes loose. And people think, well, gee whiz, it should be on there tight, but if these O-rings go on this thing right here, and it's the O-ring that keeps the oil from coming out. This thing could actually come loose a little bit, and when it does, this thing is mounted in there, and it'll butt up against this thing here like this. If it tries to undo like this, it'll butt up against this, and it'll quit turning. So I mean, mechanic, everybody knows about all that stuff. But my gripe is this thing was on there so tight. I had to use a 1/2-inch pull bar. This thing is, most people know how massive these things are and the strength. I put a 3/8 adapter on it to fit in the thing, and you wouldn't believe the pressure I had to put on it. Now I have a torque wrench here, the proper type of torque wrench. I mean, to put it back on, the instructions come with these filters and things that says between 15 and 23 foot-pounds. But you wouldn't believe all the stuff I had to do to get this thing off of there. I cut grooves in this metal piece right here. I don't know if you can see it right there, where it goes over this thing here. And I cut these grooves in there to match these things here, so it would fit on tighter. It would go on further. I could knock it on there a little further and get a lot better grip on it, which I really had to do because I had to put some kind of pressure to get this thing off of there. And I sprayed WD-40 around the outside of it just to help whatever it could, where this joins the metal. Anyway, it's not supposed to be super tight, and it's got this backup piece that clips in there to keep it from coming off. But I'm just glad I had to charge the battery to the camera to do this. I'm just glad I didn't get mad and suddenly blurt out that, because I have been known in the past to say things I shouldn't sometimes, once in a while. I'm glad I didn't get mad and say like the guy who did this should have his balls ripped off one at a time with the set of vice grips, but, that's just the way us men think. I'm in my 60s, and I still can't believe some of the things. A dealership did this. Because when we got the car brand new, they change the oil so often, and we let them change it one extra time, and then I was going to start doing it. You didn't tell them that, but I was going to start doing it myself. I mean, I've changed all my oil all the time, and this is the condition I found it in. This thing was on there so damn tight, it just took a while to figure out how to get this thing off without tearing everything up. But this plastic is super thick, it's super hard composite stuff, the way it's made. And you can torque it on. It doesn't have to be on as tight as it was. And anyway, you heard what I thought about the guy who did it. So anyway, that's just one of those deals. And I'm about to put this back on and put the oil in it. So anyway, it takes that old 20 oil that goes in there. Anyway, that's it.